Welcome back to OverG Fighters. Now, as I remember last time, a chairman of something or other got kidnapped, and so we need to rescue him by bombing Brazil.
Here's your next mission.
Do I want this mission?
Enemy patrol aircraft have been spotted in front of the Allied route. We don't want the enemy to be aware of our position at this time.
No one's going to miss a patrol.
Gargoyle, intercept immediately. Engage those patrol aircraft.
Okay, I see our top secret mission is off to a great start. Excellent.
After making your approach from very high altitude, shoot them down with long-range missiles. Your launch time is 1100 hours. That is all. We're counting on you.
So, long-range missiles. Have we got anything with long-range missiles? Actually, we do. It's the Tomcat. It's got the AIM-54 Phoenix. That should work.
You want me to fly this thing? Well, alright, let's go.
Do you ever get the feeling that these mission preparations, the briefings and everything and the loading, all take longer than the missions themselves? I wonder if the game is going to fix that, if we're going to get longer missions now. Wait, how did we get here? We were just barely above the ground in the cutscene. Let's see if the missile kills it.
Radar warning, stay sharp. Gargoyle 1, Fox 2.
Okay, let's wait some more.
There you go.
And now we wait for more targets to spawn. Will they be behind us? Wow, they're directly on my 6. What a coincidence. Ah, fuck it, I'm doing a split S. I've noticed that these realistic-looking HUDs are in Imperial units, while the generic one is in metric as I set it in the options.
What are you doing?
Pulling on my stick really hard? What? Why are you asking?
Gargoyle 1, no Joey on target. Coming in against air targets.
Oh yeah, get used to the wingman forgetting what he was supposed to be doing right in the middle of the fight.
Radar warning, stay sharp.
Why can't I get a lock? Are they doing this beaming thing, you know, exploiting the Doppler filter?
Gargoyle 1, Fox 2.
Yeah, fuck raiders.
Damn it!
I wonder what the fuck my wingman is doing during all this.
I've got Joe.
Just fly out there, they said. From the high altitude, they said. Shoot the long-range missile, they said. Well, doesn't fucking work.
Gargoyle 1, no Joey on target.
Are you shitting me? He's flying the same plane I do, a Tomcat, not a crop duster. Although so far the efficiency is roughly the same.
Coming in against air targets. Gargoyle 1, Fox 2. Gargoyle 1, Splash 1.
Hooray, just one more.
I've got Joe. Gargoyle 1, Fox 3.
Take all the missiles.
Gargoyle, clean sweep. No targets remaining. Mission accomplished. Head home immediately.
Man, we keep shooting down these Russian planes and It's just a mystery. I mean, who could be attacking us? Who? Tell me. According to the guide, I need to pick Mission 5.
Let's begin today's briefing. Along with Allied fighters, you will attack the enemy from both sides. 2 aircraft are presently advancing towards friendly airspace. Gargoyle, deploy immediately, intercept the enemy fighters. With Allied fighter cooperation, take care of those bogies before they reach Allied airspace. Your launch time is 1,200 hours. Those are your orders.
Not a bad choice. This aircraft will suffice. Now, let us get going.
The Super Hornet is my workhorse. It's like the 2nd or 3rd best plane in the game. Ekfir? An Israeli fighter? Wow.
Engaging air target. I am Gus Stone. Gargoyle 2, Fox 3. Gargoyle 1, dead ahead. Yes, that's the way.
No, it's still alive, so apparently it isn't.
Radar warning, stay sharp.
Now we'll just shoot something down, waiting for the next one to spawn.
Gargoyle 2 has been locked up. Defending. Gargoyle 2, Fox 2.
And so it begins. Yeah, usually you die in one hit, and there are no checkpoints in these missions. Now let's see that on the replay. Alright, let's try again. I mean, I could try a different mission, but I kinda want to unlock whatever plane I get from this one. Notice that I fired these missiles before waiting for the shoot label to appear on the HUD. It works, and frequently better than waiting.
Engaging air target. And they are dead. Gargoyle 1, good kill.
So far so good.
Targets confirmed dead. He is firing! Evade!
Oh, not again.
Gargoyle 1, good kill.
I think my pilot needs more G-force resistance training.
Gargoyle, clean sweep. No targets remaining. Mission accomplished. Head home immediately.
Yeah, I accidentally shot that second target while evading the missile. So, we've got a proper F-15 now. And yes, Reward 10 of Scenario Mode, that's the name of the achievement. That's the best they could come up with. Reward 10, Reward 1, Reward 15 or something like this. It's amazingly lazy. It's even worse than literally like, this is an achievement. Anyway, our next mission, according to the guide, should be mission number 10. Another air-to-air one. Sucks.
Here's the mission briefing. After the Allied main force began to move, we confirmed multiple patrol aircraft over our planned route. We believe they're surveying our forces. Gargoyle, deploy at once. Shoot down those patrol aircraft. We can't let the enemy know our present battle strength. Your launch time is 1,400 hours. That's all. Stay sharp. Don't lose your focus.
And so we've got our F-15C, which is just like the F-15J, both in the model and in the stats. But the C can't carry Japanese missiles because I guess they are region locked.
Are you sure you want to choose this? I mean, it's okay. I'll make it work.
Somehow I never get tired of all of those pilots shitting on all of those planes. Hey, here's some grey text over some grey steel, grey concrete and grey sky. Have fun reading. And it's not white, someone has to have picked this color. So has the enemy started noticing their patrols dropping out of the sky as we're carrying out our top secret mission? Or maybe it's nothing special. Maybe in this part of the world the planes are in such a terrible condition that a few not coming back to base is just everyday life.
Hey!
What was that?
Gargoyle 1, Splash 1.
Any bets on where the other two are going to spawn?
I've got tone. Gargoyle 2 has been locked up. Defending. Huh? He's gotta be kidding. Missile launch! Missile launch! Watch out!
Finally, something is happening.
Gargoyle 2 has been locked up. Defending. How do you like them apples? I've got tone. How do you like them apples?
Gargoyle, clean sweep. No targets remaining. Mission accomplished. Head home immediately.
Oh, would you look at that? We've shot down a Kfir, a Tornado, and 3 American Harriers. Where are they getting all this stuff? And our first Russian plane. I don't believe they were playable in Energy Air Force AIM Strike. And naturally we've got this achievement, Reward 11. So poetic, right? How do you like them apples? I hope you like them apples, because we're entering the final stretch of this area, and they are 3 of the worst missions you can possibly imagine. We'll start with a sneaking mission.
Let's begin today's briefing. You will attack an enemy frontline base located inland. If successful, this mission will greatly diminish the enemy's ability to wage war. Gargoyle, deploy immediately and blast those targets. Since this is using a stealth aircraft, we will refrain from radio communications during the mission. Take care to avoid discovery by the enemy.
Yep, OverG has stealth mechanics.
Your launch time is 23:30 hours. Briefing over.
Now say hello to the single worst plane in the game. The F-117 Shitbird, the only plane to ever look exactly like its early 90s 3D model. And look at the loadout options. It can carry 2 whole fucking bombs. I'm not joking, it's literally 2 bombs. Guided or unguided, it's your pick. My pick would be guided and as heavy as it is possible. Wait a minute. I can carry napalm on this thing. It's tempting, but this mission is such a massive pain in the ass, I'm just going with the heaviest bomb I can. Now, seriously, when you see this mission in a few seconds, you'll realize that that's the kind of thing you never ever want to fly a second time. Yep, that's their tense sneaking music.
Execute the mission and be mindful of AA positions in the vicinity. We will soon be entering the mission area. This ends all radio communications. Here's to a successful mission. That is all.
Oh yeah, so this is the special ability of the Nighthawk. Night vision goggles in the cockpit. Pardon me for not being excited. Right, so I've got to fly through all these waypoints, and I have to do that because if I try to cut a corner, there is a shit ton of enemy interceptors and SAM sites in the area. I mean, the SAM sites are harmless, but the interceptors, they will fuck me up, as 2 failed attempts you are not going to see have shown. By the way, the full run between the first and the last waypoints takes about, if you're going at the highest speed, 10 minutes. And no, there is no other mission happening in the background in parallel. Nothing we could listen in on to be entertained, or at least as a diversion. Although organizing a diversion, some mission to draw enemy planes from this area to a different one, so that, you know, we have an easier time, would have made perfect sense. So, who the fuck was this game made for? We've just had these green missions which dump you straight into the action, there is an exchange of missiles and it's over, and now we've got this. 10 minutes of following waypoints to drop 2 bombs. And mind, just like Aim Strike, OverG allows you to essentially automate bomb release. Really, who the fuck is supposed to enjoy both of these mission types? And all efforts of the developers to make this game more casual player friendly are completely undermined by the fact that the tutorials are horrible, we've seen both of them, and the manual doesn't explain shit. Can you imagine watching a replay of this mission? Don't worry, we're not going to. Fuck that. It's funny how they spend so much time and money designing this plane to be as flat as possible, so that the rounded surfaces do not send the signal back at the raiders when they do a sweep. And in the end it turned out what? It turned out these missions can be flown by fucking drones. Oh, we've got some planes in the vicinity. That's going to make things interesting. Actually, no, it won't. If they do spot us and are close enough, they are going to shoot us down. There are no countermeasures on this plane. Remember when the F-117 games used to be fun? No, I'm not talking about the Sky Odyssey where the F-117 is available for aerobatics. I was thinking about the F-117 by Microprose from the early 90s. Actually, the game was a bit of a remake of the F-19 stealth fighter by Sid Meier. And even back in the day, the developers realized that the F-117, the way it's built, was incredibly boring to play with. And that's why the game had 2 modes. In one you would play the actual F-117 with 2 bomb bays and blow things up. I don't know, I only played in the Middle East. But the other mode would give you the Microprose F-117, which was, again, a clone of the F-19 stealth fighter. You had 4 weapon bays, you could carry missiles, you could carry air-to-air missiles, and you even had a gun. And with that, you obviously had more mission types available to you. You could engage enemy planes, do stuff. Not just bomb and take pictures. Yeah, that was a pretty neat game. I also remember your plane could carry, in addition to chaff and flares, a thing called decoy. I apologize for all this beeping, that's because I'm flying too slow because I got too high. I'm at 30-something thousand feet, that's a commercial airliner altitude. So what was that decoy? Were you carrying around an inflatable model of your plane or something? I remember the stealth mechanic in the game was cool. Like many things you could do, like opening your weapons bay, lowering the landing gear, or just rolling, would increase your radar cross-section. You really did not want that, because in addition to your cross-section, on your HUD there was an indicator of how strong the radar in the area was. And if your RCS was too high, the radar would actually detect you. Now, I remember there was another thing, that the radars operated on a certain rhythm. There were pulses you could see on the minimap. So if you absolutely needed to drop a bomb or take a reconnaissance picture in an area where the radar would spot you with an open bay door, you'd have to quickly open the door, do your thing, and close it again before the next sweep of the radar came. I'm not sure if it was realistic, but it was a nice game mechanic. Possibly inherited from submarine simulators, where you have your submarine's noise level and the enemy's sensor sensitivity. How is this fucking mission still going? On the plus side, if I were willing to look for any, this is not an escort mission. So you could argue this could have been worse. You know what? I'm going to shut up for exactly 1 minute just to give you this riveting experience. Incredible, huh? And mind, this is not like one of those green missions where you can quit it and try something else. This is a yellow one. You have to finish this to complete the campaign. Maybe I am flying too high. I mean, my HUD is telling me I'm supposed to fly at 20,000 feet and I'm at 30,000. But any kind of distance I can put between me and the enemy interceptors roaming in the area is good distance. And in the vertical it's doubly so. We're almost there, at waypoint 9. After which we'll be almost there at waypoint 10. Can you navigate by these stars? Alright, so for your bombing pleasure, OverG, like the Energy Air Force games before it, features 2 bombing modes. One is the computer-calculated impact point. It just shows a point on your HUD where the bomb is going to drop. It's convenient for a quick and dirty work. But here, we're going to be using mode number 2, computer-calculated release point. Lock onto a target, hold down the bomb release button and... the bomb is released automatically when your plane is in the right position for the bomb to hit the target. Plane, stop bitching at me about overspeed. Anyway, so this system works pretty well in level flight, it works in a shallow climb and in a shallow dive. And coupled with the fact that my bombs are guided, this should bring good results.
Mission accomplished. A fine effort.
Radio silence, you idiots!
Gargoyle, clean sweep. No targets remaining. Mission accomplished. Head home immediately.
B-2? I was bombing the B-2 bombers like the American top secret stealth bomber shit? Who the fuck are our enemies in this game?
The operation is proceeding as planned, with minimal casualties. Gargoyle and all personnel, I expect your continued efforts.
Oh look, I've unlocked the garbage plane. Thank you, game. No, we're not watching the replay. We're jumping straight into our next mission, which is going to be... Oh, you wouldn't believe.
Here is today's mission briefing. Thanks to the success of our previous mission, the SAMs around the enemy base have been eliminated. Allied airborne troops can now advance. Transport aircraft are approaching the mission area. The enemy base perimeter will soon be under the control of a large-scale airborne force. Gargoyle, cover the transport aircraft formation. Eliminate enemy aircraft approaching from the perimeter. You absolutely must protect those transport aircraft from attack. Your launch time is 0600 hours. The briefing's finished. Come back safe and sound.
Yes, it's an escort mission. For this one, we are going to take our brand new MiG-29. Which of these pilots is the most qualified to fly that plane? Well, obviously it's none other than our Russian comrade.
Oh, this is a splendid aircraft. I am very familiar with this one. Okay, we are off.
Now I hope you can read Cyrillic, because the names of all the missiles for this plane are given in Russian. While we're at it, might as well check what else it's got in stores for us. The R-73 missile in this game works just like the AIM-9X Sidewinders, so it's incredibly useful in a dogfight. And yes, we also get Russian napalm, cluster bombs and rocket pods. So overall, a pretty good choice if you intend to do some war crimes.
Escort friendly transports outside the area and intercept hostile aircraft before they can attack.
Are you mad?
Disposable. We should be the bodyguard until we're out of here. Good. Not much farther now. We shall defend to the end. Roger, we're counting on you.
So, how do you like this heads-up display? Oh, and when you switch to the heat seekers in this one, instead of the buzzing, you get these low beeps.
Gargoyle, contact. Bearing 120, 5 miles, 7,000. Copy, Starboard. Engaging target, down. Weapons tight, target is friendly. Repeat, friendly. Got it!
Alright, so that's half a mission done. Could have been worse. Let's wait for the next batch to spawn.
Gargoyle 1, are you alright? Mr. Launch, evade! Then they are dead.
Very funny, Mikhail. Anyway, let's cut ahead to my second attempt.
He is firing! Evade!
I mean, what can possibly go wrong where the game just spawns enemy planes right in front of the player and arms them with all-aspect missiles? I'll be flying a Super Hornet from now on, sorry.
Gargoyle 1, are you alright?
Don't listen.
Bravo! Nice kill. Gargoyle 2 has been locked up. Defending.
Okay, I got past that encounter. And notice that even though I'm flying at a different altitude, they still spawned slightly above me and right ahead. OVG absolutely spawns enemies based on the player's current position and heading, just to, I don't know, fuck them harder?
Enemy reinforcements confirmed. Engage. Bearing 090, 10 miles, 16,000. Roger, Starboard. Hostile reinforcements is it? The real show starts. Approaching mission point. Gargoyle, fine effort.
The enemy's attack was relentless, but the actions of Gargoyle and the entire squadron enabled the transport aircraft to proceed as planned. The airborne troops safely made it to the drop point. That is all.
We cannot let the enemy target our friends as they drop. We cannot let a single life go to waste.
Oh no, we can't let any of the friendly lives go to waste. But we can kill enemies with napalm. It's more fun that way. In any case, we're finally done with the fucking yellow missions. Time for the red one. And guess what that is going to be?
I'll start the briefing. Finally, the mission to rescue the chairman has begun. The pre-positioned airborne troops will rescue the chairman, and we will provide support. Gargoyle, eliminate any airborne threats to the rescue party, and support the rescue mission until it reaches the rendezvous point. The rescue of the kidnapped chairman Etu is a matter of top priority. You absolutely must protect those transport aircraft from attack. Your launch time is 0600 hours. That's your mission. Good luck.
Yes, it's another escort mission. 2 unavoidable escort missions in a row. These guys really know what makes players tick. Or is it a nervous tick?
Not a bad choice.
Ground forces have successfully freed the VIP. They're presently moving. The enemy may deploy air power. Stay on guard at all times. That is all. Switching communications.
So he's already flying by and we're still not in the air? Who planned this?
Gargoyle, clear detection. Check altimeter. Hold short of runway.
Tower, Gargoyle 1 and 2 for takeoff.
Do you see this 6 targets counter? Remember, this is the red mission. This is just the first wave. We've got almost 10 minutes of incredible fun ahead of us.
Strike, Gargoyle, checking in. We are airborne. Drake, your priority is to protect the target. Gargoyle, shoot down approaching bogies. Green call. Let us save the jungle clues for next time.
Fine, let's stick to the radar-guided missiles for now. You know, the one plus of these transport escort missions is that, well, our transport has a huge green health bar up there in the upper right corner. It should be able to take a few missiles.
single group.
Gargoyle, your group. Bearing 045. 10 miles. 3,000. Freestyle. Hostile.
Roger, Starburst. No matter what the enemy is, our job is the same. Let us go.
Gargoyle 1, good kill.
Gargoyle 1, no joy on target. Engaging air target.
Gargoyle 1, Splash 1.
We're done with our first group, but I see some green planes near the transport.
I am Ghost 2. Gargoyle 2, Fox 2. Target confirmed dead.
Gargoyle 1, good kill.
Gargoyle 1, are you alright?
Enemy reinforcements confirmed. Engage. Bearing 330. 10 miles. 4,000. Freestyle. Hostile.
Copy, Starburst. Do not relax. Our number one priority is the Chairman's safety. Ha! Got it! I am Ghost 2.
Enemy fighters closing. Intercept immediately. Still has a way to go before reaching the rendezvous point. Protect by any means necessary.
What fighters? There were 4 helicopters in the cutscene.
Gargoyle, this is Starburst. We have confirmation of multiple enemy fighters and attack aircraft approaching from outside the area.
Useful. Let us go, Gargoyle 1. We must not fail to kill them. Blast them all.
Another 6 targets. If you're playing an expert, this is the time when you drop everything and rush for that yellowy-green runway right near you. Rearm, resupply, and then you can continue.
I am Ghost 2. Gargoyle 2, Fox 3.
Since I have infinite missiles, I'm just killing everything.
Gargoyle 1, Splash 1.
How could I miss? Order me? Cover, more hostile contact.
Gargoyle, your group. Bearing 300. 10 miles. 4,000. Freestyle. These guys are hostile too.
Copy, Starburst. Do not let the numbers intimidate you. Let us go.
Starburst, we have enemy contact. Where's our escort?
Starburst copies. Gargoyle, Postman needs immediate support.
Useful.
Gargoyle, Freestyle confirmed Splash.
Do not be afraid. The enemy cannot handle their aircraft well. I am Ghost 2.
I think I'm going to steal another kill from Mikhail.
Gargoyle 2, Fox 3.
Gargoyle 1, Splash 1.
How do you waste the player's time? You give them an escort mission where the primary targets do not spawn until a very slow transport plane reaches a waypoint. And this music never lets up. Okay, let's kill these guys, just because we have nothing else to do.
Bravo, nice kill.
Right, now what do we do? We've broken all our toys.
Enemy reinforcements confirmed. Engage. Bearing 165. 5 miles. 5,000. Tornado. Hostile.
Roger, Starboard. This is like the Paris Air Show. It is getting busy here.
Starburst, we have enemy contact. Where's our escort? Starburst, copy. Gargoyle, Postman needs immediate support. Vehicle. Gargoyle, Bandit confirmed flash.
Did he say this is just like the Paris Air Show? What the fuck are they doing there? What's the average body count of a Paris Air Show, I wonder? Hey, aren't the green diamonds on the ground supposed to represent enemy SAM sites, so air defenses? Why is the transport plane flying between them? And over them? Are they trying to get killed? Please tell me they're not using those diamonds to mark the waypoints for the plane. Because if that last one is its waypoint, it's going to take ages until it gets there. If I keep flying in circles, I may black out and just forget this mission's ever happened.
Gargle 1, what are your instructions? Engaging air target.
If you can find any, call me, please.
Starburst, we have enemy contact. Where's our escort? Starburst, copy. Gargoyle, Postman needs immediate support.
Vehicle. Starburst contact. Single group. Declare.
Gargoyle, your group. Bearing 120. 5 miles. 4,000. Falcon, hostile.
Gargoyle, roger. Do not let down your guard.
Say, do you see that transport health bar in the corner?
He is firing! Evade!
Keep an eye on it.
Target confirmed dead.
No, keep looking at it. I'm blacking out anyway. Yes, that health bar is a lie. Even on the lowest difficulty, that thing only needs one missile to die. Good luck. There are no checkpoints in this mission. You have to redo all of it.
Starburst contact. Single group. Declare.
Gargoyle, your group. Bearing 015. 10 miles. 3,000. Falcon, hostile.
Gargoyle, roger. Do not let down your guard.
Confirm splashes, Gargoyle. Good shooting.
It seems we have escaped, but do not relax.
Thanks for your efforts. Head for home.
This mission was a pile of shit.
The mission went off without a hitch. VIP was rescued unharmed and is now resting in the infirmary. Thanks to Gargoyle and the squadron, there were no injuries. Great effort, folks.
I am sure the top brass will look favorably on your work this time. But do not just drink this all in. Keep working hard.
And we've all grown more mental after the experience. Yeah, I can see that happening. So, yeah, we're not watching the replay, no. So, where are we going to go next? So it seems we're bombing Russia next. Okay, what's the worst that could happen?
Thanks to the efforts of our intelligence section, we've received important information about the enemy. Chairman Etu will explain. You listen up.
Is Chairman Etu our intelligence?
I am in your debt for the events of a few days ago. The very fact that I am able to speak to you now is due to your diligent efforts. I am forever grateful. The string of armed incidents is being orchestrated from the shadows. The true nature of the supporting faction has become clear.
The Russians?
This faction will not benefit from world unity and eternal peace. This faction cannot survive without bloodshed. You must have heard of this faction. Death merchants serving their own interests using war and conflict. Yes, the military-industrial complex. Halt the unification, or wait for death. Their answer to that question is the true nature of the current string of incidents. With your strength, I want you to move this period in history forward. The future is almost upon us. The world is counting on you.
I will now brief you on the situation in the mission zone. Information we've gathered has exposed a group pulling the strings from behind the scenes for all the worldwide destructive activities and armed incidents. From this point on, our main mission is the exposition and destruction of this behind-the-scenes mastermind organization. Occupy the military factories and an offshore oil field base in a coastal region. Protect the facilities and cut off the enemy's ability to resupply.
Did you hear that? He said oil.
If this mission succeeds, we can obtain records of the enemy's activities, which could possibly help us locate their headquarters. Do your duty with all you've got. That is all.
So, we're going to strike against the military-industrial complex, which is quite possibly supplying our squadron's infinite stockpile of cluster bombs, napalm, and guided missiles of all kinds. Does anyone understand what's happening in this story? Do the writers?